As the great philosopher and poet Gwen Renee Stefani once said, this shit is bananas. Bananas. Hi everyone. This is take 2 actually, because my computer decided not to work today. So we're gonna try this again. Hopefully we'll get through it. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. Hello. And today we're talking about, you know what we're here to talk about. F9, subtitled The Fast Saga, so I guess that's like the blanket term for this. The next movie needs to be called Fast X. I stand by that. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. So, the film is directed by Justin Lin, who is returning to the franchise, that he basically, if not built, definitely put some really nice bells and whistles on. The first film, I believe, was directed by Rob Cohen, I think, which was Fast and Furious. 2 Fast and Furious, I think, was actually John Singleton, which is weird, because John Singleton's like the late, great John Singleton, who was a really terrific director, but I remember that one being kind of the weaker ones. I know, probably through no fault of his own, but then there was, I think the most underrated film in the series, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, which was where Justin Lin kind of came into the picture and proceeded to do the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and not the 7th one. He stopped at 6. This is the first one since 6. 7 was James Wan, 8 was F. Gary Gray, and of course, the totally canon Hobbs and Shaw was David Leitch, but now Justin Lin is back. For part 9, actually part 10, but let's say it's part 9 for the sake of the filmmakers. And what's F9 about? What could it possibly be about? Well, picking up a little ways after The Fate of the Furious, which is part 8, we kind of established early in a flashback that Dom, a younger Dom, lost his father in a fiery car wreck. He was a race car driver. Then we pick up where we left off, where Dom and Letty are settling down with Dom's son, that he called dubbed Little Brian at the end of part 8. It was his son with the Elsa Pataki character from Fast 5, who was killed in part 8, and left him to raise their son, who was a baby, but now he's a little bit older. Still a little kiddo though. They're trying to kind of live the simple life, but they always feel like there's target on their back. They always keep guns at the ready, and for anybody, even someone coming up. And basically, they're recruited. Their pal, Mr. Nobody, their handler, played by Kurt Russell, is in a little bit of trouble caused by their former enemy from the previous film, Cypher, once again played in a all too brief but memorable role by Charlize Theron, who has a really great analogy about Star Wars in this. It was genuinely funny. And so she has taken this little apocalyptic doohickey that somehow, some way, is going to basically bring about destruction on a worldwide scale. And the person who's coming in to help her with this is Dom's long-lost brother, Jacob, played by John Cena. Yeah, you can't see me, that guy. John Cena. And I don't believe they're brothers. I believe they're brothers about as quickly as I believe Arnold and Danny DeVito are in Twins. I don't buy it, but let's just go with it. They kind of do some BS excuse about, like, okay, well, maybe his mother... He had a different mother because he has some Nordic blood in there. Like, no, still don't buy it. They don't even look like they're in the same planet in a lot of ways. Just the looks, even beyond just even like the color, like the looks, they just does not compute. But basically, he is somehow logic has never been this movie's strong suit, and that's the least of it. So they also have to bring back in Dom's sister Mia, who where we last left her was retired and raising her family with Brian O'Connor, little Brian's namesake, played in the previous films by the late, great Paul Walker. So now she's joining to help catch her brother and hopefully bring him back to the side of good, or, have to stop him trying. And somehow involving that, in the middle of all that insanity, there's magnets, causing tons of property damage, and we go to space, among other things, and we also have, leap a car off of a rickety bridge. So, and mayhem ensues. Can they save the world? Have you seen these movies before? There's a very telling moment early on that kind of recurs throughout where Roman, played once again by Tyrese Gibson, is talking to fellow comic relief buddies, Ramsey, played by Natalie Emmanuel, and Taj, played by Ludacris, about how, a very self-aware and honestly kind of funny moment that kind of runs throughout about how we're constantly in these horrifyingly crazy situations and we never have that would kill anyone instantly the first time. We keep doing them and somehow we have no scratch, and he talks about being invincible. Oh my god, they are. Because this movie, if you thought Logic had left this series when The Rock literally leaned out of a car, took a missile from a submarine and threw it back at the submarine on an icy road, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm going to say this right now. F9 is... I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself from my Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard review, but logic has gone out the window. If you're going in to see F9 and you don't expect this to be completely a cartoon, why are you there? But if you're a fan of this franchise and you know what to expect right now, like I am, I loved F9. I thought it was really fun. I thought that it was crazy. Look, there's no logic. There's a scene early on, like a lengthy opening action sequence. It's the one in the trailer, like the rickety bridge. And basically, they're firing missiles at the car. It's inches away from them. And they literally swerve slightly. And even that hitting the tire would blow up the car and everyone inside of it. Somehow they live. Look. There is a moment toward the end of this film where a Fiero is floating into deep space, surrounding a Russian satellite, alright? And blowing it up by driving into it with a rocket engine. Like, this is not Logic Town. This is not Logic Town. This is Crazy Town. But, yeah, not this group that did Butterfly, like literal Crazy Town. But that's okay. And there's not much more to say. Other than that, I love this. I loved F9. I thought it was a blast. I thought it was 2.5 hours that moved really, really well. It's kind of in the summer of those kind of movies, between In the Heights, Sparks Brothers, and this, of really good 2.5 hour movies that feel like they're done in half that time because you're so invested. It's fun, it's funny, it knows exactly what it's doing. It's nice seeing Han again. I forgot to mention Han is back. There's a lot of people. We also get little drop-ins from Helen Mirren and some other people that I don't think I should mention because it'll be a surprise, but otherwise... so much fun. I will say this, though. Anyone looking for some really cool and logical, again, explanation for why Han is still alive after he blowed up real good in Tokyo Drift in the timeline that's after 6, you're not gonna get it. It's basically, they go along, it's about a 15-minute scene where they kind of spend 15 minutes getting to the conclusion just cause. It's like a Marvel movie when someone comes back, like, of course they're back. Of course they're back. Also, I forgot, there are some new characters. It wouldn't be a movie without them, so we don't only just have John Cena, but we have this character named Elle, who's kind of a surrogate daughter figure, maybe love interest? They kind of don't, I hope not. For Han's character, who is a little girl he kind of rescues and kind of bonds with, who's now a fully grown adult, and kind of is pretty good with a Gatling gun mounted to a truck. Look, this movie's nuts. I'll tell you this, they're talking about how after the big 2-part bonanza they're going to do for the finale, they're going to do some spin-off movies, maybe some spin-off shows. I want Hobbs and Shaw 2, but I also want, really badly, a Roman and Taj and Ramsey movie. I want those characters to get their own movie. I love them in this. They were really funny. I liked their kind of back and forth. There's a really great kind of chunk of the movie where Ramsey does something unthinkable in this series, which I know, hard to think about. Says, I can't drive, and they have kind of fun with her kind of being a quick learner. Look, tons of fun. And that's all there is to it. I'm not going to go all the way with it, but F9 is certainly worth the 2-block walk, and I'm going to give F9 4 stars out of 5. It's not perfect, but it's a ton of fun. Just go in knowing that. So let's close the book on it. F9 gets 4 out of 5 stars, and let's do some trailer trash, my friends. Let's start. We got some interesting ones this time, even some new ones of old ones, if you know what I mean. First one, I didn't know this movie, the first of this, even had made enough money to warrant a sequel, but I guess we're getting it, and I guess I'll see it. Escape Room Tournament of Champions. This is Escape Room 2. I didn't know I actually kind of liked Escape Room fine, but I thought it was kind of disposable. It was fun, and I thought it was actually pretty well acted overall. It was better than it could have been. I didn't think they'd ever make a sequel, even though they did kind of tease it. But this does look like fun, and it looks like maybe they up the ante a little bit. Might be a good time. Free Guy, thank God this is actually a new trailer. I hadn't seen this trailer yet. It looks like a lot of fun still. At least it's a different trailer this time. Now this next one I'm torn on, because I want to see it. I'm going to see it for the channel this summer, but I am going in with maybe cautious optimism, and that movie is called Old. It's the new film by M. Night Shyamalan, who is kind of hot and cold with me and many others. He made Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and The Visit, and Split, but guess what he also made? Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Last Airbender, Devil, After Earth, and Glass. So I can't entirely know for sure if this is going to be good or even great or bad or even terrible, or even in the case of The Happening, which I have on my wall there, laughably bad. And by the way, for those wondering why I have the poster, it's to be a smartass. Of course it is. But I love the concept, and I feel like he could do it right, and it has a good cast in there. They got people in there like Vicky Krieps, and they got like Diego Luna, Abby Lee, Thomas and Mackenzie, Alex Wolff. Good cast. I feel like they could make it happen. It's basically this family, they go to a beach, and as they stay on this beach, they rapidly get older. Like, so basically they live out their life from being young and beautiful to being old and dying within like a couple hours on this beach. Creepy premise. I like it. I hope they can pull it off. Next one. Speaking of unexpected sequels, Sing 2. This is a sequel to Illumination Sing, which I actually didn't hate as much as other people. Maybe it's because I got to see it early for free on like a month before it came out, and I actually got embargoed. I wasn't reviewing movies then. I will say this, they kind of take a little bit of a cheap shot at Billie Eilish, it felt like, in this trailer. Which, by the way, Bury a Friend is a great song. Leave that song alone. But it looks cute. It looks a little maybe too melodramatic compared to the first one. The weirdest thing about it is Bono is in it, I guess, as one of the voices, because of course it's a cartoon. What? Okay, the next ones are pretty standard. Jungle Cruise looks like fun. No Time to Die also looks like fun. The Suicide Squad, new trailer, looks awesome. I can't wait for this. I can't wait to review it. I actually got a t-shirt from DC Fandom that I'm going to wear of the movie. And then a new trailer for Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Again, looks great. And then the next one, you know what? There's one more trailer trash. I'm going to break my rules. To be continued. That's right, we're going to do a whole video on it. And I think you know which one it is. After this one, we'll do a short little video on it. Alright, but before we do that, was there shawarma? Yes, there was. In the middle of the credits. There's nothing after, but in the mid-credits. Stay to the mid-credits. There is a setup for Fast 10 with a certain cameo that you guys are just going to love if you love these movies. Alright, and that's it. Special video on the final trailer trash coming up tonight, and then we have kind of a slow weekend this weekend. The only other ones we have planned is Wolfgang, and then we have a surprise movie review. And then next week we got the first off we got Zola on Tuesday night. We got America the Motion Picture planned, our mid-season report. Midway through the year we're going to report, and then we also got Boss Baby 2, Summer of Soul. Fear Street Part 1, Werewolves Within, No Sudden Move, The Forever Purge. Did I forget something? Oh, and The Tomorrow War. Yeah, so we got some good stuff coming. And that'll all be next time. And until next time. Okay. Oh, and then Loki Season 1 will come very soon after. Anyway, that'll be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I be share it with you. Love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. It's all about family. Damn right it is. See you soon. For to be continued. That's right, I'm a dick. I'll see you after this video. See you guys. Take care. Bye.